Okay, here we are again, continuing our journey. And I think there are at least one side quest. So I check what is this new available side quest.
Don't mind me, just taking a quick breather.
Wanted to send a message.
So gone.
You've lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
Oh, just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for? Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots. Worst of all, that letter I lost, it was for Sid. A letter he's been waiting on for days.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival. No, I'll just have to own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
Fine. Tell me where to look.
Are you serious? Thank you.
It sounds like the hideaway could use those supplies. So, where should I start?
Gotan's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor. And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my life.
If it's there, I'll find it.
Wonderful. Now, I have to run if I'm to make my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's bales. Oh, and hurry, will you? Sid doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Quadrant Palace.
I'm sure he doesn't. The letter won't last very long out in the elements. I should make for Sambrek as soon as I can.
Clive, was it?
He's never this late. Where are you, Randal?
Is everything all right?
Forgive me, young man. I was in a world of my own. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned. You know what it's like out there for a bearer on his own.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
For coin. Sad though it is, our need outweighs the risk. The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And though Charon does what she can, her coffers aren't bottomless. Wait, you were a soldier, were you not? In the Imperial Army?
I was.
Then I ask a favour of you. I'm too old to be traipsing hither and yon. Will you go and find him for me?
Okay, there was also a second side quest.
Oh, thank you.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Randal, and I suspect you'll find him in Lostwing. He's been working for Quinten, the tavern keeper. He'll know something, I'm sure.
I'll speak to him.
Safe travels, my friend. And thank you again.
Okay, there were two different side quests. Okay, here is another one.
Courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I better keep my eyes open. Good. Looks like I'm in the right area. More of the lost supplies. I doubt he could have fit much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter, though. We've come this far. Might as well ask around.
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quinten?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby. And I suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do...
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back. Could have been a piece of paper. No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
Which way did it go?
Towards Lostwing? Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village, then. Thank you.
Clear deeper.
I'll have you know, manning the village entry is no small task. There's plenty of unsavoury sorts in these parts looking to get their thieving claws into what's ours.
It's looking to be a fine harvest this year.
Back, are you? Did Master Quinten summon you?
The shad's all salted and smoked.
A whole day on the line and they're still not dry.
Magical lady.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy. Someone's waiting for this. He's waited long enough already. Hopefully this will keep our courier out of trouble.
Return. Okay, so it seems that this was done. There was another quest here also.
You'll find naught but the humble dwellings of our good citizens down here, both bearer and otherwise. And there are some who might...
It must be underground. Okay, I found something special.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine.
Okay, we can also buy things. An orchestration cost 40,000.
You're always welcome here in Lostwing.
If it isn't Sid's young protege. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking for a bearer called Randal. I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randal is the porter. Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Laubert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
Can I have another cup, Daddy?
How many have I had?
Sun's setting fast.
A whole day on the line and they're still...
The shad's all salted and smoked.
Okay, maybe I try to go this way. Okay, no. Okay, I need to go back to the city. You cannot go this way.
That'll be enough for today. We don't need you risking the car.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing off to the vineyard to see the lad?
Okay, now we are near.
You all right?
Hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road. Randal knew he didn't play the hero, but the sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lostwing and tell Quinten what happened. Goblins. Why am I not surprised?
what we get? Bone necklaces. Different material for crafting.
When did you get so big? Get it, boy!
Okay, then.
Sorry, Randal. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quinten.
Okay, there was nothing to say. Couldn't save. Oh, here is again something special.
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened. And? I can't help but notice you're alone. Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the South Gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away. I knew he was brave. I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
And you've known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work, and he liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randal's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
Okay, first side quest complete. And we got material.
Did the grocer know? His daughter had been stealing.
Don't tell me. Turning.
I check the obelisk? Uh-huh. Okay, time to go back. Hideaway.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Maybe I should just own up to Otto and Sid. There you are. I just got back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you,
Found the things you dropped. I did.
I was so sure they'd be gone. And the letter?
Only a little worse for wear.
Letter intended for delivery to the hideaway, but the clumsy courier Clem lost on the road due to unfortunately picked a hole in his back. And okay, also those.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me then. But all thanks to you. Losing those supplies was one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his daughter. She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keeps Sid sane while she's away.
He never mentioned a daughter.
No.
He's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin boats. So I'd say you did us both a service. Here. For your troubles. If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
Okay, I think good idea to save always when you have managed to. And now I think I go back to the main quest.
So what god's-forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The Holy Capital. And what business would you lot have in... On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Looks like that we have best possible.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Let me break codes for 30 seconds.
It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, somewhat foul's brewing. And it entires borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will you?
All right.
Clive, was it?
Take a seat, Clive. So you're really going through with it? Sis been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known it. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
There's...
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dane. And it's the Dane who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send the Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. This is a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but... who is this dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman? Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Alliant reports are now available viewing by speaking to code at the Alliant report counter in the Hideways mess. These reports compile the curse breakers contain information on quests currently available across Valistia.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Goat at your service. Well, at the Hideaway service anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the curse breakers. Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Well, maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word. Reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all.
Okay, let's look. Alliant report.
Quick look.
Finding new quest. Use codes Alliant reports to not only find new quests around Valistia, but also travel immediately to the obelisk waypoint nearest their location. Welcoming committee. Here is this. The Holy Empire of Samprika. The Imperial Province of Rosaria. Maybe I check this. Totally new thing.
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
It depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinten a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. The man must have been a bloody tyrant. I can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
I can try.
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
Okay. Welcome committee.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
Sun's setting fast. Can I have another cup, Dad?
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade? Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quinten commands, as do we all. And Master Quinten commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill.
Bread and wine. Hopefully this will be enough.
Don't tell me. Turnips for some.
Brother, did you see? That bear is...
Yeah. Bread and wine from the tavern.
the loaf is slightly stale and the wine somewhat watered down, it will serve to fill an empty belly.
May we? Truly? Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Okay, this was new kind of quest. And okay, we got kill back as a reward. I think there was also another.
Nothing bad. I promise. Not ever again.
Master Quinten will never forgive me if I don't save that crop. I want no trouble. Wait, that's... Oh, glory to Grieger. You were the hanged man. I took you for a rogue. If you're a friend of Master Quinten's, then perhaps you'll help me. His vineyard, Lostwing's pride and joy, has been beset by a plague of giant wasps.
And you need someone to solve your pest problem.
I do indeed. I've never seen them so far from the forest, nor so mean for that matter. I suppose the smell's got them worked up. And little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me. And if I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, Master Quinten will have my guts for garters. You look like you can handle that blade of yours. Will you put it to use for a comrade in need? Please, rid us of these wasps so I can be about my business.
All right. I'll see to it.
Oh, thank you. You'll find them over at Gotan's bales on the edge of town. And hurry, Lostwing needs those grapes.
Okay, it's grapes.
How did the grocer know his daughter?
This is the right direction.
Don't tell me. Turnips for some.
That must be the vineyard. A few wasps shouldn't give me too much trouble.
Don't let them get away. Don't let them get away.
Little by phone is always good.
Give them all you've got, boy. Torgal! Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. It's over. That's it. Keep your distance, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Stay down.
Looks like that was the last of them. I'd better let Quinten's man know.
It's looking to be a fine harvest this year. Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
Those wasps won't be interfering with your harvest anymore.
Oh, thank you. Master Quinten would have had my head if I'd lost the crop. I'd say you've earned a reward. Our Gotand Rouge fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. We use that money to keep our comrades fed and imperial wolves from our door. The vineyards were Master Quinten's idea. He wanted to give bearers a place to work, a place where they'd be safe.
Well, he certainly seems to have done that here. I'm glad I could help.
I'll see that he hears of your kindness. And once this vintage is ripe for drinking, there'll be a glass or two raised in your honor.
Okay. So this time it has been many side quests. These are some kind of special types.
Bet you'd like to see what's behind that door, wouldn't you? Well, not on my watch.
And then I think time goes back to the hideaway.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been seen?
Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
Okay, maybe I just do save. Then I check map. Of course we can go right to... Aha. There is another side quest now. So I go here. Oh, yeah.
The tavern. It's done for. I've seen your face before. You're a friend of Martha's. Help us, I beg you.
Help you with what?
Bandits in the Golden Stables. They're waving their swords around. I think they're gonna kill someone. When I saw what was happening, I slipped out the back. I should have stayed, but... Oh, please help them.
All right. I'll see to your problem.
Thank you.
How many were there?
I was out of the door too fast to count. They looked a nasty bunch, though. Be careful in there, all right?
Okay, time to go inside and find out.
Ha! Golden Stables my ass. All Martha's hiding back here is coppers. Oh, that's a fine sword, friend. Heavy though, I expect. What say we relieve you on it? Get him, lads. I want that blade.
Let's get this over with. That's enough.
Okay, more material.
I'll be keeping my blade, thank you.
There he is, the hero of the Golden Stables.
People will think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you. We're lucky you were nearby. Good cowards wouldn't have dared set foot in the place if I'd been here, of course.
But you weren't. I thought you told me you had someone watching the place.
The Blood Axes keep an eye on the tavern, yeah. When they're not busy keeping the peace, that is. I've spread them as thin as they'll go. The Empire might be in charge, but that don't mean they care to keep us safe. If it weren't for the Blood Axes and me, merchants wouldn't come near these lands for fear of what might happen to them.
I see. Then you do Rosaria a great service.
Just as you did today. You're a useful man to have around. Here.
And there'll be a mug of something tasty waiting for you whenever you next stop by.
Right, we've got work to do if we're to make this place presentable. You best be going, before I arm you with a mop.
Cleaning work. Okay, more material.
There he is, the man of the hour. You're the one who saw off the bandits, aren't you? Martha was singing your praises. Takes a brave man to march into danger out of the goodness of his heart. You have my respect.
A Rosarian salute.
Oh, what is it they say? Old habits die hard. I trust you won't be reporting me to the Viceroy. If we'd had a few more like you about, perhaps the Rosfields might still...
Aha, he knew
Listen to me
Rosfield.
rattling on. Thank you again, and, take care of yourself.
He knew Rosfield.
It's just a shame I didn't get here sooner. It would have been an honor to see you fight.
I just checked the shop.
What are you after?
Okay, this orchestration spell is 20,000. I wonder if it was 40,000. Did this quest have some kind of effect?
It's true.
I hear the levies at you.
We are traveling right away to the war away distance. Opposite direction. And okay, now side quests are completed, so back to the hideaway. And I check once more this new. Here is the new person where you can get side quests.
Right. Anything catch your eye?
Okay, I completed those what were available.
Take a seat, Clive. I'll fetch you a bowl of brown.
Clive, was it?
Well, 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 someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then?
Drake is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
To behave. Ice and fire. And Turka. New location. Not new. They are using Lostwing.
So, We're meeting in Northreach. But will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing Otto?
I think it's better to check. It's a very odd location. But check.
Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
In case you were wondering, the boys finally cleared the road to Northreach. But there's no need to hurry, is there? I can think of a few reasons you might want to linger another night or two.
Maybe I check if I can use map. What about abilities? Okay, I can buy ignition. But okay, let's check this.
Is it safe to ride to Northreach now?
Okay, Northreach is the destination. Level up. 23.
Keep your distance, boy. Don't let them get away. Keep your distance, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. This won't be easy. them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Torgal! My wounds, boy. Torgal! Too slow. Give them all you've got, boy. Sick of Torgal. Keep your distance, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. Get him, boy. Sick of Torgal. Over here. Not this time. You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy. Don't let them get away.
Okay, I check one thing. Was there anything? Okay, there was something.
Give them all you've got, boy. Keep your distance, boy. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. Keep your distance, boy. Don't let them get away. Give them how tall are you? Too slow. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. Not this time. Keep your distance, boy. Don't let them get away. Sick of Torgal. Give them all you've got, boy. Keep your distance, boy. Don't let them get away. Keep your distance, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. A little help. Give them all you've got, boy. Keep your distance, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. Sick of Torgal. Keep your distance, boy. Let's make this quick. Don't let them get away. Keep your distance, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. Keep your distance, boy. My wounds, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Don't let them get away. Keep your distance, boy. There, boy. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away.
Oh, yeah, it was something.
Give them all you've got, boy. Keep your distance, boy. Get him. There, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Keep your distance, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. My wounds, boy. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Too slow. Give them all. Don't let them get away. Hurry.
I noticed this. There seems to be some kind of bridge to the another location.
Didn't that tower used to be taller?
I have been here.
Keep your distance. Give them all you've got, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Wake wins. My wounds, boy. All you've got, boys. Keep your distance, boy. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boys. Too slow. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boys. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boys. Don't let them get away. Keep your distance, boy. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. all to the likes of you. Mistakes. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Stay down. Keep your distance, boy. Hold my wounds, boy. Give them it's over. Don't let them get away. You're finished.
Didn't that tower used to be taller?
You can also go this way, but there is no bridge, so maybe I can't do.
Give them all you've got, boy. Keep your distance, boy. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. That's it. Lose. Let's make this quick. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. Get them, boy. Don't let them get away. Sick of Torgal. Keep your distance, boy. Don't let them get away. Hurry. Get them, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. There, boy. Get him. Sick of Torgal. Give them all you've got, boy. Get him, boy. Stay down. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Hurry. Get him. Give them all you've got, boy. Keep your distance, boy. Keep your distance, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Keep your distance, boy. Keep your distance, boy. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. Get them, boy.
The soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
cartoon.
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabelle. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but... why would you...
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless...
Unless...
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
You say these are all from Dalmekia?
I just check what is selling.
Welcome.
Invictus Skyar Blade. Golden Assassin. Medium bonus. Orchestration bell 50,000. Very heavyweight. Okay, this is 200. Black blood 400. Goblin coin 800.
And a fine, fine day to you.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But... it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Boy, hold up. Another fucking branded. Oh, you're lucky you're with the dame. Get out of my sight, filth.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
Well then, I suppose you're needed in this.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabelle. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. Though I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this.
Okej, vi går till Seal.
Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
I should probably start here.
There are side quests also.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then? Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
and I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She didn't mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
The man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Garrison appeal. Also a couple of side quests.
Veil of late.
Heard the bones fell favourably.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off!
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in war. Yeah, Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabelle know where I'm headed.
After the side quest.
Sergeant's got it in for us two. As if either of us needs to brush up on our swordcraft.
He wouldn't doubt our swordcraft if he'd seen us down the Vale last night.
Where's your commanding officer, Branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
I'm just passing through.
Don't bloody believe it! The bastard's wearing the moon and stars!
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
The dame laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
I dare say there's ways of finding out. How about it, Branded? Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are, Robin and I need to know the dame's being properly looked after.
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either. Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight. Now, let's get the measure of you, shall we?
If that's what you want.
Cocky bastard. All right, let's be having you. Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. Use all the dirty tricks you want, Brandon. All right. So you know one end of a blade from the other. You will make me. No. Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? So it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine.
There comes another fight.
Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we? Not a bearer. Win the Dane's favour anyway.
By knowing when to hold my tongue at the start.
You got potential. I'll give you that. I'll be dead.
Can I go now?
Gregor's gash. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The dame's man or no, he's still a branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bullocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
The Emperor's finest, thrashed by a brand.
Yeah, on second thought,
Sergeant
maybe
may be a
don't
servant
mention this to
bastard,
the
but he
dame.
had our number.
We wouldn't want you getting into trouble for brawling now, will we?
I also checked this another side quest.
You're one of the dames, I see. Well, you'd best be back to the Vale before the sun sets. Once the men of the garrison have filled their bellies with liquid courage...
The markets are...
Excuse me, you there? The gentleman? I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. So you are an associate of the dames? Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though fortunate enough to count the dame among my acquaintances. I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead. And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow in his hour of need?
Why not?
Marvelous. The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most valued clients. There are 3 in total. A grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller. You need only mention that the items you carry are fresh from the master's table.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Why, of course not. Merely trifles, which folk beyond the checkpoint are keen to get their hands on. And though I cannot prevent you from peeking, I advise that you don't. Strongly advise.
Well then, I suppose you need a little something.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
There was maybe main quest.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. But that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
That's the day done then. Drinks in the Vale.
Bertrand was a loyal patron of the Vale, until his appetite exceeded his means. Now he is loyal to me.
If the right
You there! Fancy a drop of the Empire's?
Well, that's a plum for the apple of your eye.
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind, whether you have the coin or not. Where's your master anyway?
Tatienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming. All right, quickly now, before the guards notice.
Heavy purse, every chosen jostle of this unexceptional letter jack is accompanied by an eerie melodic tinkling that is likely best ignored.
That is no burden off my back. And this is for Etienne.
All this for a drink.
Not just any drink. The very best. Specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, all right. If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course.
If I learn you let the guards find that bottle, you'll have me to answer to.
I have no business with Branded.
Well, I have business with you. A package, fresh from the master's table.
I do not know you. Where is the merchant, Etienne?
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs any mind.
Fine. Hand over the goods and be gone. This is lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false...
I can always take it back.
You will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains. Payment. Take it and get out of my sight.
Cigars.
Those cigars are worth more than your life. Do be careful. Speak of this to anyone, and there'll be nightshade in your morning gruel.
There's nothing here for your kind, Branded. Go on now, shoot.
I have a delivery from Tatienne. Fresh from the master's table.
Why didn't you say so? Times are hard. But this here'll make them less so. For a while at least. Sorry about the welcome. Meant nothing by it. You wait right here. Here. You can tell Etienne I'm a man of my word.
Perfume.
Oriflamme's finest. Just as promised.
Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Someone has expensive tastes. The question is, how can they afford to maintain them? I suppose there's only one way to find out.
Have you no other bearers? Those two look rather used.
Used? Yes, but spent? Hardly. They've both at least a good year left in them.
No one's allowed through the gate until all
That's the day done then.
Word is that the Legion's
Ah, you have returned.
I believe these are yours.
Delightful. The dame will be pleased.
You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you stumbling under the gaze of the guards. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals, even such morsels as I provide. And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade in.
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth, hence the thriving market for even the scantest fragments. Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. And I don't doubt the dame would agree. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser. I thank you, as will our mutual friend when she hears of how you have aided me.
There is still one side quest. I'll go to check. There is chest.
What do you reckon Yannick's done to upset the dame?
Square as a cow, looks like.
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors. As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Samberquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin. Simple fare cost little more than a pittance. But to revel in the suffering of others. A simple act of cruelty. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed. Which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could sorely use.
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now. What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today, that happens to be the barracks. 3 bearers, overworked and underfed. Not permitted a moment's rest.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the Dame's girls would be appreciated.
You won't be staying, then?
I'm afraid not. I'm expected back in the capital, and have already risked much speaking with you this long.
Okay, now we need
Bristol's curse is bad enough.
deliver this food.
Starve as well.
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time. You look like you need a rest.
Food prepared by Mathieu for 3 overworked and underfed bearers employed in Northreach garrison.
Not half as much as I need this. Thank you. I don't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
That's something at least.
It's not been half a moon since Bellen's till. I need help with some.
I have something for you.
From the Chamberlain. Thank you. You need to leave. Now. Please.
Branded! Who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames! And you! If you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post.
Curse you! Get away from me! You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
Yeah. It looks like you need it.
The Chamberlain must have sent you. But alas, my work is far from over. If I don't go now, they'll beat me.
You need to rest.
But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend.
And what of your own hurts?
They'll wait. As will my hunger. Thank you, but...
The drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
All right. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Business, though not my own. The Chamberlain put me to work delivering food.
Ah, so he found someone to help him then. Just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a Chamberlain?
There was a time when he was the Vale's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the Dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the Dame's got a soft spot for you.
I better be going.
Now I think it's this far away.
If the Dame has given you her trust, then you have ours as well. Know you are always welcome here at the Vale.
The Dame may have given you leave to walk freely about Northreach, but one step outside these walls, and you're just another branded, with a target on his back.
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
No mistakes. Keep your distance, boy.
them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. Keep your distance, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. Keep your distance, boy.
Back to the pens, dear. I need you fit for the morrow's harvest.
Enough carrying. Up, the lot of you. There's still work to be done.
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabelle says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here. Bertrand. The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital. But only one's been seen quarreling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang her branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
Buy, sell, or be gone. Good riddance.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for the constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes. Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value, and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the Dame. Anything. Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
You are fortunate to have fallen into the Dame's good graces, but her influence wanes the further you stray from Northreach. Remember that, my wayward lamb.
It smells of death here, Torgal. Wolves. We can't get any closer to the village.
Give them all you've got. Keep your distance, boy. Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got. Keep your distance, boy. Don't let them get away. Keep your distance, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. Sick of Torgal. Keep your distance, boy. Get him. Give them all you've got, boy. You're finished.
Damn it all. Bodies. A man and a woman. Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry. So it is you, Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to sea every night. You said her name was Tatienne.
You... Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
You both found who we were searching for.
Yeah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the Dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask us something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with the Dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the Dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the Dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
I need to tell Isabelle. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
Not much chance I'd make it through the Penitent's Gate without someone recognizing me as a deserter. Sid had better have a plan.
Don't let them get away! Keep your distance, boy. Get him, boy! Don't let them get away! Give them all you've got, boy! Don't let them get away! Give them all you've got, boy! Keep your distance, boy! Give them all you've got, boy! Don't let them get away! Give them all you've got, boy!
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon.
If it was a message that needed delivering, I could have seen to it, milady.
Of course you could, had it not been personal.
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then? I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Feathered comb, an old woolen comb gifted to Tatienne by Madame Isabelle. Several of the teeth appear to have been recently broken.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The veil counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Otto mentioned the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
Okay, so capital will be almost empty.
Good boy. Fetch.
I think this is good stopping point. We have done many side quests and few of those main quests. So I want to thank you for everyone for watching and stopping by.